wood, but at the bottom you can see the wood points down into the floor itself. So they are a metallic type of point that is in the floor actually.
But the beams themselves are made of wood.
Correct. That is correct.
Okay, then I'm going to come back to Gregos and say I've checked the urn, mate, but there's nothing that I could see, no pressure plate that's been pressed on or anything like that. So we've got a couple of options here as I see it. One would be to go back. Two would be somebody else come and have a look at this urn or see if they can see anything, because I certainly couldn't find it. Or
If there's absolutely nothing else here, there's no reason for us to even be here. I suspect.
this is what I'm thinking. These are wooden beams with obviously a steel point going into the ground. Now, the DM, you can correct me here, but if I was to kind of trigger this dragon statue and duck underneath so I avoid the flames, would the flames be enough to set aflame the wooden parts of these portcullis from north and south?
Who said anything about fire?
I'm going under the impression that it's
Just
its own
because of
dragon.
the dragon has produced some steam, and it is
And
the
the name
steam
of the room
has
is Scalding Flesh.
exactly. Well, just because of the steam is in the room and in the little alcove that you're in doesn't mean that it's going to breathe fire. But you're assuming that it's going to breathe fire, correct?
I've known my fair share of dragon statues. After that dream we had with acid coming at us, I'm not taking anything dragon orientated. I'm not taking my chances.
I mean, the
Okay.
question I have to ask here though is what is the purpose, except to obviously scald flesh.
Well, there
And
are
what?
And it is
other
pointed
parts
directly
of the
towards
hallway
the
that we can
portcullis
still
as well.
Search.
Well, I thought it may pave the way for the portcullis to be somewhat destroyed for both north and south, so we could, although this is as far as we've got north, south may have like an area that we could explore that's currently guarded by these spikes. But what do you reckon? Should we just leave it be? It sounds like Purist and Vey went into that into the hallway and it didn't automatically fire down at them. So, what do you reckon?
Well, the portcullis was already down, so you didn't hear it slam
Yeah,
down or anything.
I'm just trying to get what the purpose of this little area is. I mean, if it's closed off by portcullis, what is the purpose?
It eludes my intelligence.
Well, you just did use some portals, so
Right, but for what purpose? I mean, okay, we're in a room that does nothing, that has nothing, it has one urn in it.
Well, let me ask us tomorrow with a message again. Oh, I can talk to him normally.
what's up, Bull?
Hey,
Did that urn look heavier than the other urns in the other room?
it looked pretty freaking heavy.
No, I had said it looked like the same urns in the other room.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked heavy. If I'm honest with you, I can't carry it. I imagine with support, Gregors and I could probably pull it over.
No. I just wanted to know if it was heavier possibly than the other ones. But if it's about the same, then I wouldn't bother with it.
All right, let's go back and explore a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, there's still plenty of places we can go, I think.
I've just found a problem with our cunning plan.
Mm-hmm.
Which rune takes us back?
The red one.
Oh, is it exactly the same runes in here then?
Well, 10B leads back to 10A, correct?
Okay.
But I mean, if you're going back to the party, you should just put your token back to the party because we'll just say
I
that
will
you
do, yeah.
Time saver.
ported back and you've actually climbed back to the party. Well, trucked
A little
back to the party.
teleportation montage.
Yeah, well, Gregors and I, we had a look, didn't we, Greg? We didn't find anything.
Guess we should probably explore further. Come back to this if some revelation comes up. Revelation. Yeah, that's how high I am. Revelation.
I'm looking at Tomorrow's pockets to make sure they don't look bigger,
Whoa!
just in case.
The trust issues
Right?
tonight. Holy shit.
I'll tell you this much. You can look at my pockets all you want, darling, but whenever I meet your gaze, my pockets always grow.
Oh, what are we looking at here, Dave?
This
Make a
is
skit.
the Elemental Vault. 6 wide pillars of stone, carved to resemble 4 smiling genies, and 2 scowling afrits, support the vaulted ceiling of this 20-foot high chamber, which also contains 6 pools of liquid, one of which is steaming and bubbling. Each 6-foot diameter pool contains a different substance, and some of the liquids glow with unnatural light. Carved into the eastern wall is a deep alcove containing a 15-foot tall black basalt statue of a fire giant seated in a throne. Flames burn within its hollow eye sockets. So you have these pools that are filled with liquid, and you also have this statue of a seated fire giant, and his eyes are glowing red.
All right.
What about this
Which
door
pool
to
is
the
steaming
north?
and bubbling?
We'll just say, we'll say this one is over here.
You taking a wild guess? You don't know what?
It doesn't say, so
No.
it just said that
Well,
the pools are steaming. So
I would assume it would be the water pool, huh?
Or the
Maybe.
red one?
I think the one with
You
bubbles
have-
coming from it would be.
Oh yeah,
Right, like
D.
this one
D
here,
looks like it's made of
representing
bubbles.
14A, is a bright silver pool, and this is a pool in the northeastern corner that is filled with an opaque silver liquid that shimmers with unnatural light. You have the blue colored pool, which the surface of this is a blue liquid, and it is perfectly still and highly reflective. You have another pool beside it, which is the pool of ordinary water, and it is filled with. It's a rather deep pool, and at the bottom is a plain wooden chest with iron handles. You have the pool over here at 14D, which is the actual the pool that's steaming because it has boiling water in it. And
There you go.
you can also see a sturdy-looking iron trunk at the bottom. And the last pool is a syrupy golden liquid with a burnt odor that fills this area of the hall, and it is swirling.
No.
So,
Is
what
it
are
Can
these
I-
blue
bars?
liquid? Is it opaque or transparent blue liquid?
Reflective, I think it said.
Which
Still
one? Which one
reflective.
again?
B.
It's highly reflective. You can't actually see into it.
Can see past
you can
the
see
surface, okay.
correct. You can see a reflection.
Now, can I do a
Uh,
forbidden law check?
Are these
what
pillars,
about
these
elf?
big dark spots?
Yeah, that's the pillars.
So what would you like to do?
Forbidden
we
law
s-
check?
Also, can we see F from here?
You can. I was waiting for you guys to actually move in a little bit before I told you what this one was as well. So this is a luminous and opaque blue liquid fills this pool as well, and the depth of which cannot be discerned visually. But it has a slight reflection, but you can actually see down into it. You just don't know how, unlike the other pools, you just can't tell how deep this pool is.
Oh.
Each one, sorry.
That was Elf.
That was
Yeah, okay.
Also, how deep is C and D?
They both appear to
I'm
be
gonna
10 foot
assume-
deep.
I'm gonna assume since you're telling us the depths that we can get close enough to tell how deep they are. 'Cause
Correct.
We can't tell how deep they are from sitting
Yes,
across
I wouldn't have given you the full description if I didn't think you were standing near the pool. So
the Right on. Alright, tomorrow. Get to checking out the fire giant statue, buddy.
I would like to also do a forbidden law check to see whether or not my
Oh, yeah.
my forbidden law can glean any further information to the significance of these pits of liquid.
Also, I want to do an out of combat heal. So carry on.
Okay.
How does this work? Is it just like a D20 for law checks?
D20 plus intelligence.
It's 18 for me.
What I can tell you, what the forbidden lore will, even though there's no more forbidden lore in Dungeons and Dragons, we'll just say that some of these pools appear to be liquid, but some are probably not liquid, especially the opaque ones.
Gelatinous wells.
Alright, Gregors, I'll do what you said as well, mate. I'll come and
Well,
check the statue.
I'm gonna come back you up in case that somebody comes alive.
I'm checking for traps here, my friend. Or searching, looking for stuff.
Give it a good once over.
I'm giving them a pat down.
Frisky.
Is this a gun? Is this a gun?
Was that
It
your
is,
roll
it's
of a
an awful big one.
17?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Well, the statue, when you climb up the statue, you're looking around it. You do not see any traps. You do not find any. But when you look into the red eyes, you can actually see inside of it, and it is hollow inside.
Alright.
This thing's hollow.
Better.
The
Yeah,
statue
it
is
seems to
hollow.
be actually the eyes are just holes with light coming out of the eyes. So
Yeah, this statue's hollow. So I don't know whether or not this is magical flame, or whether or not it's got something underneath it where flames have been shot up its arse and it's coming out its eyes.
the eye holes are actually rather large. They have about a 9-inch diameter radius that you could probably fit your arm inside there. You kind of determine
They're
that.
They're on fire, aren't they?
Well, they have a red fiery glow to them, yes. But when you
Ah,
looked inside,
okay.
all you saw was the red light, and you didn't see any fire. It was just a hollow type of area inside of the statue.
I'm thinking-
Gregos. Go on, mate. Sorry.
I'm wondering if the statue is like over the top of a hole in the floor and there's light below it coming up through it.
That could
Maybe
be.
maybe lava since there's some steaming water over here.
There is a rather hot temperature as well coming from the eyes. I mean, it's not scalding or burning, but you do sense heat coming out of the eye holes.
I'm going to stick my arm in and have a feel around.
All right.
I've got
Alright.
girly arms.
I'm gonna get over here and position myself below him and get ready to pull him down if something starts happening.
When you reach around, you get way down in there. I mean, you're shoulder deep in those eyes, and you don't find anything.
No. Nah, nothing, mate. No switches I could feel or anything.
Did he get lost in those eyes?
You could fit in these eyes.
Yeah, let's shove Jeff in the eye. Okay. I think we've probably can we try to move this statue with a twist turn? Or is it pretty solid in place?
You can give me a strength check.
I can do that indeed, sir.
Let me get off it.
That's what she said.
Whoa.
Oh!
Hang on. On the wrong tab here. No. I'm feeling rather weak from
You-
all this heat.
You push as hard as you can, and you just start getting nowhere with it.
Yeah, been there.
What's up, Chopper? Thanks for watching
Oh
tonight.
dear lord.
Did you even move it a little?
No,
A little.
He was
No, I
pushing
didn't lose
with all his might, and he couldn't budge it. Could not budge it.
All right. Well, it's obvious that this statue cannot be moved.
Jeff.
Hello.
Now, every time we've come to a large pool of liquid, you have found it within your nature to jump within. Perhaps this may be a good opportunity for you to exercise that.
Ah,
I second
Compulsive.
you did see
Yeah.
two chests, a few chests.
Can I try and guess, or at least inspect the temperature of that scalding hot liquid? I wouldn't mind a hot tub.
It is a pool
D.
of boiling water, Jeff. It's fucking hot.
How about B?
If you want to jump in, that's fine. I'll
No,
roll
how
the
about-
dice bag.
How about the one up above it?
Damn, nigga said he'll roll the whole bag of dice.
Yes. So F is D is the pool that is actually boiling. C appears to be a normal, ordinary pool of water that does seem to be 10 foot deep, and there is a plain wooden chest that you can see at the bottom.
I'll be right back then.
Let's see.
With
D
iron bars in it, right?
D also has
He
a
said iron
a
handles.
chest as well. So
D's the boiling one, isn't it?
yes, it
Alright,
is.
um,
But
Are
that
you gonna jump in this pool for that chest there, Jeff? Is that what you're getting thinking about?
I'm gonna
doing here?
strip naked, stark naked, and I'm getting in that. C, not D. C.
Okay.
All right, hang on. Before you jump in the pool, let's like tie a rope around your waist or something in case
Yeah.
something happens. We can jerk
Okay.
you back out.
Anybody got some rope?
I do.
I do.
50 foot. Oh, go on, Chili. You're stronger than I. Oh, Greg also should say.
Obviously not.
Okay, so let's just make a little harness and let's go in.
All right. We shall do that, Mr. DM, sir.
okay?
Tie-
You guys
tie
are
the rope around him.
you guys have stripped down to your skivvies. Well, Jeff has.
No. Jeff has.
Okay, Jeff jumps into the pool
Uh,
and you
backflip dive.
backflip dive. Man, you executed it perfectly. I mean, it was like a triple Linden dive, sort of like what Rodney Dangerfield had done in Back to School or whatever it was called.
That's so good.
So you do like this beautiful swan dive into the pool, and you dive down, and you find a chest. And as you go to reach the chest, a water elemental spawns.
Hello.
Just spawn on top of a pillar.
Oh.
Spawns inside the pool. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I had to move Jeff's token. Sorry about that. So
Alright.
you were not expecting it, Jeff. So I'm going to give the water elemental a free attack.
You really should have expected that, Jeff.
All right, now a question I have, Dave, is
Mhm.
can we see the water elemental in this pool?
Yes,
Or is
the pool actually starts to churn, and actually you can see a form take shape and actually go to Jeff.
All right.
All right, so he is going to attack Jeff.
I guess D has a water and fire elemental in it.
All right, and that is a miss. So as you lunge to the box, you pick up the box. It's actually quite heavy. It seems to weigh close to about 50 pounds. And then as soon as you grab the chest, pick it up, it seems like this elemental has just kind of moved right through you. And now you have one action to do what you want to do before we're going to roll initiative, Jeff.
Yeah. See, I see this elemental. I'm like, you know what? Nope. I'm gonna try and get that chest and get out of it, out of the water.
Okay, I want a acrobatics check, and I want an acrobatics check and a strength check, because I
Okay,
want.
so can I
Go ahead.
can I roll to pull him out, seeing that there's something going on? I mean, that's,
Did you
that's the
not
whole
say
purpose of me
you had
telling-
a tied rope to him, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I actually will bypass the strength check, and we'll just need an acrobatics check, so you can.
The acrobatics is the first one, the 17.
Okay. All right. Then you are able to get out then
Sweet.
With the chest?
with the
Whoa!
chest.
Yeah.
Good job, Jeff.
Hey guys, there's an elemental down there. I
yeah,
noped
yeah.
it
Put your
out.
clothes on.
And it bursts.
Ah,
And it bursts out of
you.
the pool. So you obviously cannot get your armor back on, Jeff. So
well, that's fine. Can I pick up a sword? Or two?
you didn't actually tell me where your stuff was, so we'll say it's over by
Oh, crap.
Gregos. So let's go ahead right now and roll initiative.
Since Gregor's put me out, I'll be
Do
right
you
back.
want us to roll, or are you rolling
Nope,
for us?
I'll roll for you. There it is.
Right on.
My bad.
Combat begins.
There should be some tech and music.
Combat
like,
begins with
Fight.
no rolls.
Dun 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 dun.
All right, there we
Did you
go.
include the cat?
Yeah, I did include the cat, but the cat is going to be
But the cat's a pussy.
taken out of there. Yeah, the cat's a pussy.
Yeah.
So actually, there is
Now we
no
got two.
cat in there. The cat didn't make it inside because it probably doesn't have any variables. That's why. So okay, so Gregos, you have first attack, and then the water
sweet.
elemental.
Ooh, how about one of those rolls looks a bit unfun.
Fuck you talking about?
Look up below Vey and above water elemental.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you didn't see that.
Well, out of
Oh,
character I did, but in character I don't even know. This is just a water elemental.
There's
And
nothing
am
else
I-
on there.
Am
Oh,
I
the
able
federal.
to? Am I able to convey a message to Gregos, or do I need to wait for my turn before I do so?
You can wait till your action, and you can convey a
Okay.
message. Sure.
Okay.
All right, I want to get out my mace and use it for the attack.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe my sword might not be that effective on this liquid creature. So, Dragon Thumper, ho!
I have to AFK for a second. I should be back before my turn.
Okay, da.
Okay.
All right, now minus the dragon damage on the damage here. Oh, I hit it for a 1.
Okay. Yeah, you're hitting. The water elemental has an armor class of 12.
Okay, yeah, I rolled a 17.
Yep, I see that was a hit, and you did a total of 6 damage, huh? Mm.
Well, 1 damage because the additional damage is for against dragons.
Oh, okay, that's right. Gotcha.
Well, okay, but the 1 damage isn't factoring in my plus damage. I guess I didn't add that in my roll.
No, you didn't.
Oh, damn it. Alright, hang on. I'll just roll the longsword damage. Because I forgot what my plus damage is. It is plus 3, so that's a 4 on the first roll.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do my second attack. Another hit. And another 5 damage.
All right. Yeah,
Wow,
nice
shitty
hits,
damage
dude.
rolls.
Yeah, you hit though, but damage wasn't that high. All right. So now the water elemental is going to continue to attack Jeff, and he is going to come across and attack you, and you will not have any armor on, so that will be a base of 10 with your dex modifier. So what is that?
13.
Okay. He is going to slam you, and that is a 14 versus armor class, which is going to be a hit, and damage is going to be 19 damage.
That ain't nothing.
46 plus 4, and it's 19 damage.
So you're that
I'm stark naked.
initiative, is that a macro? Is that a script? What is that?
That is an API script.
API script.
Yes.
They're asking in chat as well. Thought that's what it was.
Yeah, guys, that's an API script. You have to be a mentor to use API scripts. So, yeah, I haven't been watching chat. Haven't really been able to. So, but I will definitely answer your questions later on after the game,
That's
guys,
okay.
or
Talk
when
shit
we
like this,
take
it'll
a
be good.
or when we take a break. Alright, Jeff, so you take 19 damage. And now it is going to be your turn, actually, Jeff.
How long would it take to get my armor on?
It's going to take probably... You have, what, medium or heavy armor? It's going to take minutes to get it on, so...
Well, I'm gonna pick up my.
Of
two
course I love you
weapons then,
guys,
since they are by
but I
guns.
will, I
Stand
will
tall
tell
and
you
start
in
attacking
just a
this
second.
mean person.
Alright, AC 12. Sorry about that, Samora. I have you added to the normals list, to the regulars list, so you can link now.
Cheers.
11.
Okay, 11 damage.
User in
Gotcha.
your channel timed out.
And the water continues to churn in the pool. Pam, you're up now.
Oh, he just timed out of TeamSpeak. So you may want to delay his turn
Yep.
until he reconnects.
We'll come back to him. So Samora, you're up now.
Okay, I got this bit down just to reconfirm. This here, what I'm pointing at, E, that's hot liquid, isn't it?
That is a pool of. It is a syrupy golden liquid with a burnt odor that fills the air in this area of the chamber, and it seems to be churning slowly. And within the vat is even though it's like a golden type of syrupy liquid, there are streaks of black as well that are churning within it.
Okay, well this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come from behind this elemental, and
Okay.
I am going to push the elemental
User
into
entered your
E.
channel.
A watery elemental. Okay.
Sounds like Pam's back.
Well,
I'm back.
I assume that obviously if our swords and things like that hitting it, I can push or injure it or move it in some manner, unless you tell me that's not. How does pushing or slicing through an elemental work, a water elemental?
Well, can I get back to you on that, and can we go back to Pam since Pam's back now?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. All right. So Pam, you're up now, and it's your attack, so you can make an action.
Okay, I'll...
Welcome back, sir.
Welcome back, sir. Yeah, and I'll get with you guys after the game on the API script and show you how to use it. And actually, that'll be my next tutorial, actually, is on the API script.
User in your channel timed out.
And
And he's gone
we
again?
lost him again.
Alright, let's go ahead and go to use some more. You want to push the water elemental through the pool, correct?
I want to push it into the pool.
Into
now,
the
from
pool.
from my observations of watching people attack this elemental, would I be under the impression I can push it, or would I be under the impression my hands would go through it?
You're under the impression that it's made out of water, so it's probably not going to work. You could probably take the chance. You even know this as a character standpoint, that you would probably go through the elemental, and you would probably go into the pool yourself.
Okay, yeah, that's why I wanted to
Yeah.
check before I did it.
Yep.
So, okay, then I will.
Oh, that's
pop
okay,
back,
Jopper. I'll
so
be
to speak,
doing
so at least I
early
have that within my movement, and I
early
will
one shots for you
shoot
guys
it
too.
in the face with arrows,
Okay.
and my arrows will go in slow motion. I'll imagine as they pass through it.
Dun 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 dun.
9 points of
Dun
damage.
dun 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 dun. Okay, 9 damage. Nice shot.
Thank you, sir.
The arrow goes directly through the body of the elemental, and it just kind of veers off and hits the column. All right, Pam, are you back yet or no?
He is not. So.
All right,
User
Vey,
joined your channel.
you're up
Wait,
now.
there he is. He's back.
I'm back.
Quick, get a turn in. Go.
Yeah.